Yeah, you know what you have to do? Like, I just ordered everything, and I ordered everything wrong,
Yeah,
but I was like, if I order everything out, that's the pressure. Like, you
got it.
spent already hundreds of bucks
Skin in the game.
buying everything. Like, you got to go for it now. Everything's there. So I just bought everything super, like, impulsively. So I made a bunch of wrong decisions,
Mhm.
scratching my head a lot because I bought like 3 tables that are shit. So whatever, I spent a bunch of money, but yeah, I don't have any plans of this going anywhere. I really have fun having these conversations with business people. I want to get better at business.
Mm.
Um, and yeah, just have interesting conversations with interesting people. So we'll see what the podcast name is. But Andre, you built $1 million business selling exotic fruits. Take me back to the beginning. What did day one look like?
Sort of like how you described impulsively making the decision to order your material, your gear for this pod. Um, but it's been a progression. I mean, it basically all started in 2014. So do the math, 12 years.
12 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like what, but like exotic fruit, selling exotic fruits, like that's a really
So first
interesting
off,
concept.
not a fan of the term exotic
Exotic, okay.
because a lot of the fruit here,
Yeah, we see day to day.
yeah, a lot of our community, I mean, they've come from all over the world, Asia, Africa, um, North and South America, and they know these fruits by many other names.
Mhm.
But but yeah, so just started with a fascination with fruit and first plants, and before that, insects.
Whoa,
Yeah.
you're the insect
I
bug
think it
kid.
started with an entomology class at Broward College. Yeah,
Okay, entomology is the study of insects.
insects, yeah.
Okay, so you're that bug kid that would go out in the forest and like,
No,
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 okay,
that moment was pretty short-lived, but yeah, I was going through the motions. You need like a science credit.
okay, yeah,
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 and, I'm not even sure how it happened. I ended up in a class studying bugs. They got me to eat bugs. Anyways, just looking at these tiny little creatures kinda peeled back a layer of the world for me,
hmm,
and, I just started to see things I had never noticed before, and that naturally led me to learning about the plants that, of course, these insects, live and consume, yeah, are surrounded by. Us too.
yeah. So you went from bugs to plants to
You could
fruits.
say that. You
So
could say
from
that.
insects to plants to fruits.
Just got curious.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was an entomology class
Okay.
followed by an ethnobotany class,
Okay.
and
Botany.
that split my melon in 2. And then from there, I think, yeah, I was at that time too, I had transitioned, um, my eating preferences. I went vegan, I went raw vegan,
Wow.
and so I was looking for like-minded individuals. I found a raw food meetup. Shout out to Goddess. Um, she still comes and shops here, and she was like, I met her the first day I ever stepped foot on a farm, and that day transformed my life. But long and
Yeah.
short of it is, I was looking for like-minded individuals. Goddess was hosting this meetup, and that meetup was hosted on a farm not too far from here. It's now a palm nursery, but
Hmm.
that's how it all started. I showed up on a farm for a raw food meetup. My buddy uh, David and Jason gave me a tour, and Jason of Tree Amigos Growers. If you ever come to the property here, you'll meet him.
Hmm.
But yeah, the rest is history, man. I saw bananas getting pulled out. No, carrots getting pulled out the ground. Bananas ripening on the tree, and it just kind of I've discovered where tomatoes came from. It's a
Okay.
vine, for those who didn't know.
Yeah. And then, yeah. So what, like, take me through the steps. So you start, I guess that opens up your mind to just the fruit world, and just produce, and I guess the different plants, um, and they produce these wonderful things we eat. Um, when did you first start seeing this as a business? Or did you ever see it as a business and it maybe just you stumbled upon it, or did you have a plan or a vision?
Yeah, vision, I would say, sure. I could close my eyes and see what was possible. A lot of what I saw was possible was really given to me. That farm had been just a dream 2 years prior, and a gentleman named Nicholas had a vision for a permaculture paradise.
Okay.
And he got in touch with, I believe it was my buddy David at the time, who was connected to Santiago, Jason, and another individual named Adrian. And with their help, David, and there's a lot of other people named here that I didn't know very well, but they put together a design, implemented it on this property, and started a permaculture farm
Mm.
essentially. And one thing led to another. They began to produce vegetables for market.
Hmm.
Eventually, I showed up, was fascinated. First job they ever gave me was to clean their compost toilets.
Oh shit.
And you can ask Jason about it. I was just enthusiastic, like, yes, let's get into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I answered your question. Like, what was the question?
It was just like, take me through this. So we're here now.
Take me through the
We're
steps.
sitting
Yeah,
in Fruits and Cahoots. You've built an amazing team that we can talk about later.
yeah,
Um, yeah, like I'm just super curious. Like I've known you for a while, but I've never asked you like how'd you get here? Like
yeah,
obviously everyone you start from someplace. So these individuals came up with an idea to start a permaculture
yeah.
farm. Um, and so you took a position and like you took a job.
I was
They
just
offered you
volunteering.
okay, just
Yeah,
volunteering.
I was just volunteering. Stopped. I stopped going to school at one point,
And was that
and
college or high school?
yeah, I was in college.
Okay.
And I went to Ecuador. My mother's from Guayaquil, so I went to Ecuador to do some backpacking, do some woofing. Um, so volunteering at farms in that country.
Hmm.
And I think I was there 2.5, 3 months when I got an email from one of the guys at Tree Hugger Organic Farms. That was the name of this farm,
Hmm.
and they offered me a position. And I thought I sat on it and I accepted. I came back, um, and really I just cut my teeth learning how to prep beds, amend soil, seed crops, in ground, in the nursery, transplant. I mean, the whole nine.
Yeah,
Fix plumbing
everything.
issues. Um, I guess I discovered that I was good at selling. We would take our produce to Whole Foods Market. At that
Hmm.
time, I think this was before the acquisition. Um, Whole Foods was hosting farmers markets outside of their locations. At the Fort Lauderdale location, Pembroke Pines, um, other locations, and I would set up shop 10 by 10 tent with everything we had harvested that morning, um, and I'd sell them like
Hmm.
hotcakes. Lettuce, cabbage, no, not so much cabbage, but kale, collards, so many collards, bok choy. I mean, you can never sell as much bok choy as you can grow. At least that was my experience. And yeah, just from there, started learning different skills. Um, I mean, there's so much I could say, but I learned what it meant to produce food.
And
Yeah,
and you said something interesting. You said there you learned that you were good at selling. Yeah. Why? Like what makes you say that? Like what?
I just like people.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I like making people laugh,
Hmm.
making them what? So me and my buddy would go out, and Jason is really charismatic.
Yeah.
So we would go there and I don't know. We'd start yelling, selling hotcakes, hotcakes,
Yeah.
come get your hotcakes. People show up like, where the hotcakes?
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't have hotcakes.
Yeah.
We got some tomatoes, um, some lettuce. Why is your lettuce 350? Inside it's three. And I'm just like, well, we sing to this lettuce. Like literally, this is what we do. We live on a farm. We grow lettuce. We show up to these markets hoping that folks like yourself buy it. So I just found that it was like, it's just a game. you know? And yeah, that
Yeah.
we were passionate. Essentially, I was passionate for the first time, I think, in my life. I found something I was passionate
Mhm.
about, deeply curious about. Earlier, before we hopped online, you had mentioned to me, you're like, "Dude, I'm not one of these guys that just locks
Yeah, yeah,
in."
yeah.
And I want to push back on that, but yeah, I think it's natural that maybe it's not just men, but like I have this experience that men we can tend to be obsessive, and I became obsessed
Mhm.
with learning this language of plants. Yeah, so yeah, anyways, when I got to market, I just got to play with people.
Well, yeah,
There wasn't so much, and I look back now and, you know, we knew nothing about business. Um, and so that business eventually failed. But but yeah, there was like no pressure. I think there were a lot of variables, but we just went out and had fun, man. I was working with my friends,
yeah, yeah,
my
and
mentors.
I've known you long enough, like 100%. Yeah, like I
Yeah,
already knew the answer to the question when you said you learned you were good at sales,
yeah,
but it's not that at all. It's you love people, you love
yeah,
talking to people,
yeah.
you love interacting, you like learning about other people. Like some people just walked,
Mhm,
the store was closed,
mhm.
um, and like yeah, you didn't
Was
miss.
his name Rod?
Yeah, it was Rod.
I was
It
like,
was
I've
Rod.
never met a Rod, but but
But even then, like,
yeah, people are great, man.
you had
All walks of life.
you stopped them for like, it could have just been like, "Hey, we're closed," and
Mm.
like,
Peace.
yeah, like, "Oh, sorry," like, just come, but
Mm.
you sat there, you learned, you took everyone's name, you remembered it, so it's like, yeah, 100%. Of course, you're gonna be good, at selling because selling's just, it's a people skill.
Business is relationships,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Sweet man. Well, there's I got a bunch of questions, but
Let's go. Let's
um,
run through it.
yeah, let's go. Um, all right. So I guess talk to me a little bit about your talking about, I mentioned the team that you have.
Mhm.
Um, talk to me a little bit about that. So like kind of some of the roles that you have
Oh
in your
boy.
team. Or start how many team members do you have?
It's a great question. I don't have a
Or just a rough guess.
count on my hands. Yeah, I think we've got 6 people. Yeah.
Full time or part time?
Um, only one. It's a great question. It's a great question. Let's just call it 3 full-time.
Mhm.
It's 3 full-time folks. Yeah.
And what do they do? Obviously, you have to operate this,
Yeah.
fruit stand, but what do they do? I know you're super locked into operations and having systems for everything and roles. So like what are these yeah, talk to me a little bit about kind of some of the roles that you have to make this operational.
Um, in some ways, I'm not really the guy who could give you an actionable answer, but essentially, let's see, for years, me and my co-founder, we we did markets and direct to consumer delivery
Mhm.
and handled every interaction. And that's the most that's the heartbeat of this company, and I think all business. It's that relationship
Mhm.
between brand, community. And so we take great care to make sure that the people who are on our team are fulfilled in their service to the people that come here, and they get something out of that. Danny Myers, do you know who this is?
I don't.
I don't know if it was him who coined it, but I think of him when I think of this term, but hospitalitarians.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we're
Yeah.
looking for. We're
Yeah.
looking for people who just love to serve, um, and get something out of it.
Yeah.
So and it's been said, maybe you've heard this, like at the beginning in your startup phase, everybody needs to be a Swiss Army knife.
Mhm.
So when you ask me like, what are the roles that like
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
just now starting to put in structure to set us up for growth over the next 10 years. But up until now, Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
Everybody's been a Swiss Army
Yeah,
knife.
yeah. Everyone has to have.
So it's like we want you to be able to work the floor, deal with customers, understand our product, and then as we increase um, our interaction, our use of software and system, we want you to be able to navigate that as well. Yeah, and we're just finding our footing. I'm pretty like I'm told I'm organized, but eh, no, dude, it's a whirlwind in my head. But to answer your question, we're just now creating actual positions with clearly defined responsibilities. Um, and I think just today I was sent a draft. Someone on my team is working on a development plan
Mhm,
for our team, essentially the pipeline.
mhm,
So if you start here, you can expect to get paid this and be responsible for that. And then there are pathways for you to develop as an individual and as a member of this community.
mhm.
Because we're not in the business of selling fruit. Like we're really in the people business.
Yeah,
Um, so
100%.
so yeah, I hope that answers your question.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
I couldn't like sure we have someone on the at the cash register.
yeah.
So we
But
got
it's
cashiers,
yeah,
but
yeah.
like, you know,
But they're doing everything as well.
in a way,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, you have to
at the
es
moment.
especially in a business like
Yeah,
this,
we're
you
so small. I mean, this is what 1,400 square feet,
mhm.
our market floor. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you
everybody's doing everything.
at this stage, I think that's important. You need to have people that understand product and can work the floor and can work the register and can,
Yeah,
you know,
who could do it all, man.
but I think number 1, you're looking for someone that people that love people and that can, like,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
what about is everyone you would say super interested about product? Like, are most people are most of your team
Most folks, yeah.
members yeah?
Of course, it's on a spectrum,
Yeah.
but I think everyone on our team respects the work growers put in,
Yeah.
uh, and shippers, importers, distributors, drivers, like everyone along that chain. Um, it takes a tremendous amount of work to bring product to market. I mean, so
Yeah.
yeah, and I do my absolute best to make sure that the product is quality. So I think one thing that sets us apart, in some ways, the product we carry is the same product you might find at a big box retailer. The difference is I go through the cases.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm able to do that because we're not moving volume. And
Yeah.
so something I wonder about moving forward is how do I maintain that quality, that consistency?
What are you looking for? Like, when you're going through the cases, like, obviously,
It all
something
depends
that
on the
comes to
product.
mind is, like, a rotten, item, but I'm sure that's not the only thing. Like, are
It
you
de-
looking to make sure, like, everything's uniform?
For sure. It
Yeah.
depends on the product.
Yeah.
Like if I'm going to a distributor, right, a lot of the information, and in some cases, all of the information I'm going to get without going further and getting in touch with the producer, is on the case,
Okay.
right? So what count is it?
Mhm.
What variety is it?
Mhm.
When was the pick date, pack date? Is it fresh? Like we're a fresh produce market. Every week we're buying fresh produce, and so it just got to be fresh. And if not, oftentimes you can tell it just doesn't look good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not. Uniformity is nice, but for the most part, like sometimes, Jem, I can I curse on here? I'm I'm I wish things were a little bit more uniform. Dealing with a highly variable product can be difficult when selling online. Um, like on the back end, like our inventory system, it's like always a headache because you have products that just vary in weight. But
100%.
essentially, looking for quality and what
Mhm.
quality looks like is different for many of these fruits because what maturity looks like looks different.
Totally understand.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, 100%. You mentioned, like, fresh. Obviously, most of the items, if not all the items you have here are perishable.
they're perishable. Yeah,
Yeah, so, I mean, like, that's always something that that I've thought, when talking about a business like yours. It's how do you like, Yeah, how do you deal with having a
Dude,
business
sometimes
where
I
it's perishes?
envy businesses like
Yeah,
yours, and
yeah,
I'm just like,
100%.
"Man, it feels so simple."
Yeah,
Um,
it's never that simple.
no, you just don't know enough about it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
So
what do you
you
do? Talk me through,
handling the product,
what do you do?
buy it and sell it.
Yeah, what do you do when it doesn't sell?
So always had a vision for, and shout out to my co-founder. I doubt she'll ever watch this, but
You can send it to her.
it was her vision for a juice, a little sugarcane juice stand.
Mhm,
And yeah, and shout out to my mentors and Tree Hugger Organic Farms. I mean, I saw there a creative and inventive um, take on dealing with like these raw materials, these fruits. And so, anyways, I've always been inspired by that to turn one thing into another or make it better.
mhm,
Um, so yeah, these first few years, like we did not sell everything we bought, and we froze it all.
hmm,
And what's funny is we spent all that time and energy freezing fruit, but like none of it. It's like we used very few of it, and it wasn't until years later that we signed a lease, that we moved into this building, and that we had a means to make something out of all this fruit that we had been saving for so long. So as you know, we started
mhm.
a smoothie business, and that was fun. It was a dream come true, but a hard business to make work, given that I'm already operating a produce business. It's just like right now in our market, we've got dried fruit. Um, like I'm sure there's other value added products. Like we've worked with other businesses to collaborate on jams,
Mhm.
and as I mentioned earlier, the passion fruit yogurt, which is
Yeah.
amazing. So yeah, just turning something into something
Yeah.
that maybe has a longer shelf life or just a different life is always fun.
S
Yeah,
s
transformation.
so when you were freezing all the products, the goal was to just use those for the
Find
smoothie
something to
business?
do with it. You
And
know what I
then
mean?
yeah.
It's just like because you can do so
Yeah,
much
yeah, yeah.
with mame or black sapote or soursop,
Mhm.
right? You can make a soursop sea moss gel. You can make soursop smoothies.
Ice cream, juice, I've had it.
It's
In
it's
Mexico, it's
endless.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's endless.
It's good too.
So yeah, it's like we've got gold. You know what I mean? And it's a bummer that we can't sell it, but like there's something we can do with it.
Mhm.
So I have a vision for if anyone listening is just like driven to make this happen, get in touch with me. But like I think a US made like frozen commercial packaged good is on the horizon. I mean, I would love to sink my teeth into that. I think we can compete with South America,
Yeah, have you
right? I think
seen
people would get behind an American
for
brand,
sure, for sure, especially in a
and there's a
place
lot of opportunity
like
here.
South Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, so much culture. Have you seen, I'm curious, uh, the guys that started a, frozen fruit business, and I think they just started with grapes and, like, blueberries.
What's the name?
I forgot. I saw it on my feed on TikTok.
You
They were
gotta send
doing
it.
a lot of but they just have grapes and like blueberries or grapes and something else, and it's
Mm,
just like in an ice cream container,
okay.
and that's it. That's
Yeah.
it. They just took fruit and froze it, and
Marketing.
they started a business with it, and they just do the taste testings. They stand outside on the streets and
Yeah.
just hand them out.
Yeah.
But I thought like that's all like, you just froze this thing that people are already doing,
Yeah.
and you can create a whole business out
For
of it.
sure.
It's
Yeah.
I mean, that's an idea, yeah.
And something like if I do something, I want to be like the best at it.
Yeah,
And so
yeah,
it's like we haven't really stepped into that space because like there's significant research and investment needed. But yeah, one day would love
yeah.
to do that.
Yeah, yeah, and
To have
it's a
like
snack.
a just a Fruits and Cahoots, an American
Mhm.
brand of frozen fruit. I don't think I certainly haven't seen one. But again, I'm not looking too hard.
No, I the only thing I can think of is I go get a Publix bag of frozen fruit to make smoothies, but, like,
But
it's
yeah, where's that coming from?
yeah, exactly. No,
South
no, no,
America,
yeah,
North America.
that's exactly what I'm saying, American made. frozen fruit brand.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think there's room.
or snack. I mean, everyone loves a frozen grape as a snack, healthy frozen mango.
Dude, I don't think I've
Um,
ever had a frozen grape.
really, I just buy the bag and
I'm
freeze
not
them.
that big into frozen. I'm
Mm,
sensitive to that freezer
okay,
burn,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Um, I know this might be hard to put into words, but what's the end goal? I mean, there's never an end goal, but
World domination.
yeah, yeah. What's the end goal, or where are you gonna be?
Yeah,
What's your
so
goal with fruits and
it's
cahoots?
a great question. We came up with this nice little vision for because we've done some work around this. What are our values? What's our 10-year target? What's our big, hairy, audacious goal? Um, and it's my assignment to have something by the end of this month.
Hmm.
And I've just been in the weeds,
Hmm.
so I haven't really sat and thought about it. We're centered on connection, education, um, and experience. And so what I've said for years is that like so long as I get to keep playing and there's increased opportunity for the people on my team and the people in our community, like I'm happy to continue to play the game. Of course, I'd love to play with bigger and better toys. I'd like to grow the sandbox.
Hmm.
But yeah, if you wanted to nail me down and say 10,000 members, 10 locations, 10 million, I haven't really landed on a goal. Um, but the dream has kind of always been live on the farm, buy the farm,
Yeah, yeah.
spend half my time out there in the field. Just, I don't, if I'm mowing, I'm pruning, I'm harvesting, like, I think that that would be a beautiful life.
Yeah.
Um, and then the other half, just, I mean, having fun, man. I love collaborating. I live for that. People doing interesting stuff. It's what has me here with you
Hmm.
having this conversation because you're a charismatic dude. And if you know, we're all standing on the shoulders of giants, and so yeah, just to be able to make more of an impact for different communities, like that's 100% the goal.
Yeah.
Like I want more, call it power, more purchasing power, more ability, more access to opportunity for people.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah. You don't
And
always.
sure, I would love to go kite surfing down the coast of Brazil,
Yeah.
right? I'd love to like there's a lot I want to do in life. But yeah, just to keep expanding.
Yeah.
In a way, see how big I can get, right?
And
But at a healthy, but have my health intact
mhm.
because that's the older I get, the more I realize it's like it's everything. It's all you have
Yeah.
is your health, and then and the people in your life, your relationships.
Yeah, could have said it better. Yeah, yeah. You don't have to necessarily quantify your goals. It could just be
I think it's super great too.
yeah. Well, it helps you aim and get closer.
And I guess for me, like I'd like to, I'd like. We always think we're special, right? For me, I'm like, I don't need this quantified, clear goal. Despite maybe the science saying, and personally knowing that that is supportive, if at the same time incredibly nerve wracking and anxiety inducing, um, I think it supports your team in orienting themselves.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think like organizations need direction.
I never saw it that way
Yeah.
in terms of your team
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you're always thinking of like my goal, but having a goal
People
is
people
for
are
the people
supported by
around.
having a North Star.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Yeah.
Hey Andre, where are we going? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah. So it's funny. If I could boil it down, it'd be the person I know I have in me, the person that I'm becoming. Who's that guy?
Hmm.
Yeah. And so and as an entrepreneur, as a leader, founder, owner, like, people look to you and what you say matters. And yeah, always falling short, man, always making mistakes, always like, I you know,
It's the
ugh,
game.
it's the game. But yeah, so to grow up, that's the goal, man.
Yeah. Okay.
To be a good father, a good friend,
Yeah.
a good employer, um, all that, all the titles.
Amazing. Um, awesome, man. If you were to lose everything tomorrow, how would you do things differently? Where would
I
you
might
start?
think real long before I make any moves.
Mhm.
It's really easy to confuse being busy with um, achieving or accomplishing or headed in the direction you want to be headed in. Yeah, I think I would think real hard about the path I want to walk and the trade-offs.
Would you do this like, would you start the same? Like,
I mean, I don't
with
regret it, like,
yeah.
but yeah, if like today, knowing what I know now, would I do this again? I've never considered it.
Like, would you do this business? Would you if you were to do this business
What
and
would I do?
like, would you have the setup? Would you go somewhere else?
So it's funny that it's funny that you asked this because shiny object syndrome. You ever heard of it?
Mhm.
Right? You actually mentioned earlier, like
Yeah, yeah.
you're doing all these, you're trying all these different things, and um, I think when you're in the trenches, you're daydreaming of being elsewhere.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
When you're I know somebody who's going to be running. I think it's 100 kilometers. Is 100 kilometers 2.5 marathons? Does anyone have this math?
5K is 3.1 miles, so 100 kilometers would be, um,
I'm not
let's
following this
do
math.
quick 62 miles, I think.
62 miles.
If I did that right. I could have done that completely. I suck at math.
So yeah,
I'm
and
the worst person to
I'm not even
ask.
gonna attempt it. But good on you for trying.
Hopefully hey, Jamie. 62. There you go.
62.14. Okay, you nailed it. So, anyways, I know someone about to do a long run, and like I've never been a long distance runner like that, but I can only imagine that after a certain point, your mind's gone. But maybe before that, you're just kind of maybe you're just like waiting for the moment you're done.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I know that my experience it's been a grind, and sometimes often I have wanted to quit. I mean, there were seasons where every day I wanted to quit. So when you ask me, maybe the initial reaction, and shit ain't that difficult right now. But it's like, yeah, take some time. But what would I do after I take some time? I'm really into tea, as you know,
Mhm.
and I actually just booked a trip to Taiwan.
Taiwan.
Super pumped, bro, in May. Yeah, and I think I think I would just immerse myself in tea.
Okay.
Like I might just disappear
Bathe in it,
in I I
boil
think I
it
might
up.
just go to a tea farm, man.
Okay.
And
And is Taiwan the main spot? That's the
Taiwan's easily accessible
okay.
in that I'm grateful to have some friends out there who can connect me to um the culture, but I think it's I wonder what the folks in Taiwan would say, but I think it's unanimously agreed that the best tea comes from China.
Okay.
But I know nobody in China, so it's like,
Yeah.
but I might just go to China, dude, and
Hopefully come back.
explore.
They don't,
Hopefully, hopefully, yeah,
they don't keep you there.
yeah. So, but yeah, would I do it all again? I don't know. I think about it. I think there's always this trade off. People talk about like don't pursue your passion, don't turn your passion into a business, and there's some some sage advice.
I feel like everyone says the opposite.
They say turn. Yeah, well, so that my perspective is more, hey, if you like something, like just do it. And what happened for me is that like it just was a natural evolution that I would that it would support me, my lifestyle, and now others. Um, but people don't have it like that. I think naturally I've kind of always been an entrepreneur, and I'm just coded like that, it seems. I don't know where it comes from.
Me neither.
Yeah, because yeah, I have no idea. Like, if you go I guess you don't even have to look a generation back, but if you go a generation back on both parents' side, I guess it makes sense, but, neither of my parents were entrepreneurs.
Mine neither.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what it
yeah.
is
You
about.
must have been watching some YouTube, dude.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm in that generation,
Let
right?
me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Why
Eh,
did you start? Because what was the story? Like, you had a friend's mom gave you a pressure cleaner, like, what's the
yeah. It was just like a friend. We're in that generation, right?
Yeah,
TikTok.
yeah,
It
yeah,
just
yeah,
came up on TikTok. One of my best friends. Um, yeah, it just came up on his feed, and it was like make quick money, do pressure washing, and
yeah,
like being the dumb kids we were, it
yeah,
sounded easy, and it was easy because he lived in a tight knit community that his mom posted us on her Facebook group, and we got like a bunch of jobs from
business.
it, and he started doing it first, really, and then I was like, I don't know. I was like, I want to do this too. I don't know how that came about, but he's like, just buy it. He's like, you'll make your money back in 2 jobs. So yeah, I was like, that's great. Like we made our investment back in 2 jobs. I went to Home Depot, got a Ryobi pressure washer, and just made my money back in 2 jobs. And we split the time in half because we would take forever
Yeah,
doing a little driveway. Now
yeah,
it takes
yeah.
us 15 minutes. Back then it would take us like 2 3 hours just equipment, and we just started going at it, and then obviously we both just got into our own things,
Mm,
started reading business books, and got super passionate, and then said, I want to do this business thing, and then I don't know why I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna I don't know why I chose pressure washing again.
mm,
Probably because like I was still kind of doing it, or I was familiar with it,
mhm.
and I went full balls deep,
Balls deep. You heard
balls
it here
deep.
first. Franco balls deep in the pressure cleaning business. Why did you want the money? Was it a money thing?
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
So funny, dude. Like, I want to ask my buddy. I don't think it was a money thing for me
No, it doesn't
starting
sound like
out.
it at
No,
all.
no, but I started out with a completely different business, but hmm, funny.
Yeah, I'm definitely motivated by money for sure. Um,
No, it's a tool, man. You need it.
yeah, yeah,
You need
and
it. I
it's
need a
a
lot of money to make what I see possible
yeah.
happen.
Well, it's a lifestyle. Like yeah, I do want shiny things, nice things, but it's more about like, well, if I were to have to do this the rest of my life, I'd be happy. Like just entrepreneurship gives me total happiness because it's freedom, and it's not like freedom. Like I work more than most of my friends, constrained than most of my friends, right? Um, but it's just like knowing that I can do whatever I want tomorrow. Not in terms of, and I think everyone has this freedom. Like we're free people, right? Like tomorrow you can quit your job and move to Thailand. You could do, that's what gives me like when I really think about it, total happiness.
Yeah.
And I would never do it because I love what I'm doing. But like, and I guess it doesn't make sense now because anyone could do that. Like anyone can quit their job. Well, when
The
you have
golden
kids and
handcuffs.
things
The
like that.
golden handcuffs.
That's why I'm not having kids for a long time. But all right, I have a couple more questions, but
Run it.
I don't think they're gonna be. I think we kind of answered most of these. So I'm just gonna do rapid fire,
Riff it.
and you gotta give me an answer. You you can't pick two. You just gotta give me one.
Oh, so it's multiple choice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Favorite fruit.
Pineapple.
Okay. Weirdest fruit you've sold on Fruits and Cahoots,
Weirdest fruit. Hmm.
or what's the weirdest fruit you know about?
So many weird fruits out
Yeah.
there. But because maybe more folks would have heard of it, noni.
Is that the one that you can pull apart and if you eat
No.
it too soon? No?
No,
No,
but it
I don't.
smells like feet.
Like
Tastes like
durian?
garlic.
Is it a
Durian
similar
doesn't smell like feet,
No?
man. It's got a
People
little bit of
what?
onion in there, a little
People say it's
sulfur.
it's the stinkiest fruit.
Dude, it's delicious. Stay tuned. Hey, we
Durian or
have the best
noni?
durian in the U.S. here at Fruits and Cahoots. If you're listening, come on by.
I've never had it.
We'll give you a taste.
I've never had durian.
Dude, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
What's the
These
difference
trees are
between-
100 feet plus. You know, in Thailand, there's someone climbing up, cutting it, and someone down below 80, 100 feet catching them with a burlap bag. Yeah, you've probably seen it on the internet. So
okay, you answered that one. Most expensive fruit by kilogram or by
I
pound,
think you
whatever.
go to Japan, they're selling single strawberries for like $100 or something.
What about here that you sell locally?
Here, most expensive fruit. It's a great question. Like per pound? Maybe Rollinia. Rollinia because it's expensive per pound, but the fruits are, you have large fruits. Soursop too. Like what are we selling that at right now?
16?
16 a pound, and some of them bad boys is 3 pounds.
That is an expensive fruit.
Yeah, jabuticaba. There's a couple of other fruits that are pretty pricey. Achacha, mangosteen right now is pricey.
I love mangosteen.
Yeah,
had it first time here, and it is one of the best fruits.
Bro. Once you go out to Bali,
it is one of the best fruits. Okay, most you've spent on a business item.
One more time.
Most you've spent on a business item, like a business purchase, but it can't be like a service, like.
Yeah, it's probably like 30 grand.
And what was that on?
The refrigerated container.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm assuming that's
8x20 insulated shipping container with a cooling unit on it.
Okay.
Pricey.
Yeah.
Pricey.
And if you don't mind sharing, the highest monthly revenue for Fruits and Cahoots?
Monthly? It's probably 100 plus, 100,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's incredible.
They're not all like that.
No.
Geez, and if they were, we'd certainly need more hands on deck. But yeah, those are big weeks, and those are in the summer because we carry. Someone asked. I actually had to look this up. We had 56 varieties of mangoes.
That's insane.
In that month.
What's your favorite variety?
Dude, and honestly, the reason why I said pineapple is my favorite fruit is because it never gets old. The peanut gallery is going to go up in arms with this one, but yeah, I get old. Mangoes get old. Lemon zest is a phenomenal mango, but I don't know. You can't eat a lot of it. It's like diminishing returns. It's like that first few bites of ice cream are amazing.
Yeah.
But then you're kind of like shoveling that in. Let's see. So it's Kerry. It's a Kerry mango.
Okay.
Without a doubt. Yeah.
Got it.
You ever had a Kerry? Dude, those lemon zests.
I got to try one of those.
Woo! Dude, you got to come. Yeah, so what we're gonna do in the summer this year is we're actually gonna have tasting little panels. So
okay. Yeah.
I don't know how we're gonna set it up, but like there's gonna be maybe 1 or 2 a day, and you can reserve your seat. I don't know what the limit will be, but we'll lay out
like an omakase.
We'll do a whole, essentially.
Yeah, that's
a
sick.
Mango omakase.
Dude, what a great idea!
It's a great name.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, stay tuned, y'all.
That's a great idea.
Mango omakase.
Andre, thanks. Appreciate it.
We're done.
First podcast. Oh, we never
and
did
that's
the
pod. You need like a.
Oh.
And we're out. You need a tagline.
I'll come up with one eventually.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
No, E for everyone.
Dude, E for everyone. Isn't that a great E as an entrepreneur? I feel like that's a great name for a pod, dude. It's incredible. I was like, dude, lock that in right now.
Yeah.
That's a good one. What was that?
Entrepreneurship for everyone.
But E is entrepreneur.
Entrepreneurship for everyone.
Because that's a gaming thing, right?
Is it paused? No.
We're live. Dude, no, there's no back end.
I didn't have any.
Do you want your feedback?
Yeah, 100%.
Tour dates?
Wait, should we do?
When are you going on tour?
Should we do the feedback live?
Sure, we should do the feedback
Okay,
live. It
yeah,
should be
because
all
I
be
need to
live.
be recorded.
You also need to review it. Oh yeah. So
Oh yeah, you
yeah,
got to
that's what you
plug.
got. Hey,
You
where
have
do
to
we find
plug.
you? Where can people
Andre,
find me, Franco?
they're not gonna hear that. Andre, where can people find you?
You can find me right here. In fact, I might be here, but I might not be. But my wonderful team is here. Fruits and Cahoots is in Davie, Florida. We've had folks fly here.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
From
Sorry.
where?
Us? That was Atlanta. The one and
Okay.
only time I had ever.
They
Um,
found you on Instagram?
I'm not really sure, but
Hmm.
likely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Instagram's big.
Oh yeah, we went viral a couple of times, and what that does for your numbers. So
Yeah.
yeah, you can find us at. Don't look at our website, but it's fruitsandcahoots.com. Someday it'll be beautiful. But you can get a idea of what type of products we carry. It's not all there online, but yeah, we're here. Fruitsandcahoots.com, Fruits and Cahoots and Davie.
Do you deliver?
We
Not
used
yet.
to. I built the business delivering,
Mm.
but and it's something I want to roll out. Just
I think it'd be a good idea.
we'll see when I'm able to make that happen.
Well, thank you, Andre. First podcast.